Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Girl George and the Dragons radio show. Today we have somebody from my old hangout at the Mabuhay, the old Fab Mab in San Francisco. We got one of the rock stars from there. We got Cassie Peck from the Contractions. Hello, Cassie.
Hey, I really love that song that you just
I
played.
wrote that
was
for
great.
the Anti-Club in L.A. I used to play at Al's Bar all the time, which was the real punk club. The Anti-Club was a foo-foo. It was a great name, but they were a bunch of yuppies pretending to be hip, you know, and you'd play and they just lay there on the floor pretending, oh, I'm too cool to get involved. Where at Al's Bar, they got involved. They screamed and yelled, and if they didn't like the act, they threw cups at them. I mean, they were real. So I wrote that about them for them. So that's what that's about.
Great.
Did you guys write your own
one
song?
of my other favorite ones is Singing in the Bathroom.
Oh, yeah, you've heard that one. That's an old one. I wrote that one actually when I was playing the Mabuhay. That was one of the first ones I wrote. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
How about I Got a Zit Again? You like that one?
Yeah.
Or You Make Me Feel Like a Whore.
Yeah.
That was their favorite one. Johnny Got Herpes and You Make Me Feel Like a Whore was like their favorite. So how did you start playing with the Mabuhay?
I feel like that's where we all grew up. Really, it's
kind
of like going, almost kind of like it's like our high school reunion or something. You know, because we were all
see, I'm older
kids.
than that. I was in other trips before that. I was in the Haight-Ashbury. I was in the folk singing up in North Beach before the Haight-Ashbury, before the hippies were there. You know, at the tail end of the beatniks. I'm older than you. See, I'll be 70 years old in a couple weeks.
Oh,
so I've been in many scenes.
Yeah.
I just find where the action is, and there it is. You know, I went to Nashville, and the Outlaws were there, which is the same thing. It was just freaks.
Yeah. That was a great
time. So how did
you
start playing the Mabuhay?
When you were there, it was a great time for music.
It was great. It's always great. I've got a great scene now in Berkeley. There's a place at the Missouri Lounge that has an open mic there, so there's all kinds of freaks that hang out. And they even let you smoke outside. See, they got a big patio outside so you can smoke there. And they have cheap food and cheap beer, so all the college kids hang out there.
That's good.
Well, my audience has always been the same age. They're all like art students and musicians and, you know, bohos. So they stay the same. I'm just ancient. I still do the same thing. I'm still the loudest one in the place.
Yeah, you're the oldest baby.
Yeah, I don't believe
you
in
never
growing
age.
up.
You don't age.
Stay 16 forever and ever and ever.
That's right. That's right.
How did you start playing at the Mabuhay?
Oh, God. Well, actually, I was married at the time to Don Peck, and he was the drummer for Merry Monday that did one of the first early shows there, punk rock. And I came there and I saw them, and I think I probably saw the Nuns and Crime and the Avengers, some bands. And I thought, I want to do that because I was writing songs and I was playing bass. I had a Hofner Beetle bass, and shortly after that, I hooked up with Mary Kelly and Debbie Hopkins. And we formed the Contractions, and that was it. It was fun.
You played a lot. I've seen a lot of flyers of yours. I've seen a lot of flyers with your name on it.
Yeah, we played a lot. We got to
so
play
did you
a
know
lot.
Pearl Harbor and the Explosions? Do you know Pearl Harbor?
Oh, yeah, Pearlie. She's really fantastic. A lot such high energy and just a fantastic performer.
Yeah, she was on my show when I had a TV show back then.
Uh-huh.
I used to have a TV show that I filmed at the Mabuhay back then. And
That's right.
she was on my show. And so was Blue Chair, and Roy Loney was on my show.
Yeah.
Dirk Dirksen was even on my show. He came out to
That's
the studio.
Right. That was beautiful
and he's on
to
it,
have
so
that.
he's great. So I've got actually the best tape of Dirk Dirksen, too.
You do.
Because
usually
it's
you do
too
have
dark.
An excellent, yeah, you have an excellent tape. And I was able to work with Tom Amiano, who you may remember. He was a comic there, but and he helped. He was a board of supervisor at the time, and helped me get the street named after Dirk in the alleyway, Dirk Dirksen Place. And then there's a commemorative historic Pacific Trail plaque about Ness and Dirk and the whole scene and the Mabuhay Gardens. So I was really happy that, thank God, he was there at the time. When Dirk passed, and everybody helped me. All the punks came together to contribute $5, $10 to pay for the plaque, and we did the little Dirk Fest shows. And when Dirk passed, and I was just real close to him. He was a great guy. And
so you're still out there crusading for the punk scene, right?
I know. I guess I'm part of it. When you, like yourself, like when we're there, we kind of like we become part of the history accidentally.
Well, I consider it all the
funny.
same thing. The stuff in Nashville, the stuff at the Mabuhay, the stuff at Al's Bar in L.A. It's all the same to me. Artists and musicians doing their fucking thing. That's
Right.
So that's why I do the radio show, is so I can do a little biography on each one of them. Because they did a movie on me, so I figured, well, we should have all these other cool people that I met along the way on there too. Because they don't have a movie.
Awesome.
Let's make a movie of them. So I don't have a way of making a movie, but I can make a little documentary here so people can go back and hear them talk, and I can put pictures of up when they were young and cute. If you notice my radio show, everyone's still 25.
Oh, yeah, we are. That's right. I wish I had that bass. You took that photo of me in the bass. Somebody stole that out of Turk Street Studios.
Yeah, I lost my first guitar, too. I had it for 20 years, and somebody stole it at a Love-In of all places.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
That'll piss you off.
Yeah. Breaks my heart.
Man.
Breaks my heart.
Well,
you should come down to the Missouri Lounge sometime in Berkeley. We have an open mic every Wednesday night there in San Pablo. It's about a block from that new Trieste down there. And my birthday party is going to be on 2 days before Halloween, which is a Wednesday.
Oh, great.
It's the 29th of October, 2 days before Halloween.
Great.
Come on down to my birthday party and play with me. Play with me.
Yeah.
The bass player from Flipper, she comes down there. She's down there all the time. Those great pictures of me that are on the web that were taken at the club, she took those pictures. She comes down there all the time. Rachel.
Yeah,
Rachel.
Really cool.
I like her.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I like her.
She's great.
She loaned me a lap steel so I can learn how to play steel guitar.
Oh, isn't that great? Well, she's really talented.
Yeah. You know Naomi Ruth, too? Naomi Ruth Eisenberg?
Years and years and years.
Oh,
she's
I've
wonderful.
known her for 100 years.
Yeah.
She's on the best video ever made of me, that stuff that was done at Al's Bar where I'm doing Everybody's Crazy But Me and everyone's screaming and yelling. She's playing fiddle on it. She is so great.
Yeah.
That's the hottest video I have of me in my whole life, and I have thousands of hours of videos of myself, but that is the best. She was just amazing.
Isn't that great?
I met her in Nashville, like in about 1972, probably. She was with Dan Hicks back then.
Right, yeah. Well,
then when I came back here, we played together off and on when she's in the same town as me.
Yeah. She's great. She's always got something going on, always working on new music.
Are you still playing?
I am, but I'm married to Dave Demi, and he and we do film score work, and we did some work with George McCloskey. I don't know if you know him. He used to do a lot of the music for the Nashville Bridges show. But he's a really well-known, gifted musician here in the Bay Area, pianist, piano player, and so we've been pretty lucky, in that endeavor a little bit. Getting on some good projects. We just finished a movie, full-length movie called Neon Sky. It's just getting released. But in the Midwest, but it's good. So we got to do basically the whole score for that movie. So that was really fun. I mean, it's at the time it's really intense. Having to come up with a lot of the music, but it's after it's done, we're that was fun.
Yeah, the work for it is really intense. I'm supposed to get creative and make up something here. It's just, oh my God! I did that in L.A. They had this play at Al's Bar, and it was written with certain people in mind, like a band called Sandy Duncan's Eye and Peck.The. They had these three guys that were supposed to be musicians going through, and the guy from Sandy Duncan's Eye flaked out and didn't do it. So they were looking for somebody to take his place. They said, okay, Girls George, she can do it. And then he was the one that was supposed to write the music. So I had to write the music for the stupid play, and it had to be in their point of view, which my point of view wasn't exactly like their point of view. So I had to keep writing it over and over until it fit his point of view, which is hard for me because I'm a Scorpio. What I think is what I think. But I had to write that you had to go out and vote was the answer, which I think is a bunch of bullshit. Like, that's going to help me.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can under somebody else's gun.
Can't wait for news in there. I try to stay away from it as much as possible.
I know. The best thing is to do your own thing. To do music for music's sake. To do music for music's sake. The best thing.
But I did end up writing the songs, and he did end up liking them, and it did end up working in his play. So that was the only time I ever wrote for somebody else where it wasn't. Yeah. All my songs are my point of view. They're not about me. I write about everybody else because I'm making fun of people. You make me feel like a whore and perverts everywhere. It's not about me. It's about you.
Do you have a song called Fluffy?
What?
Do you have a song called Fluffy? Did you do a song called Fluffy?
No.
I can't remember. No? Okay, sorry.
Well, people hear a song that I do all the time called Fucking All the Sailors in Chinatown, but I didn't write that one. So I did write You Make Me Feel Like a Whore, and Everybody's Crazy But Me, and Living in the War Zone, and Perverts Everywhere, and Fast Lane Annie, and Oh Lord, I Think I'm Pregnant, and I Got a Zit Again, and Singing in the Bathroom. I wrote all those.
I like that. That's
I can write off the top of my head now because for about 2 years I was bored there at the club, so I just wrote a new song every week. And so I did that for 2 years. Every week I had to bring in a new song. I had it in my head. So I'd do it in my sleep. I'd wake up the night before, and it would just come in my sleep, and I'd just write down whatever happened that week, And I just put it to the same music that I did to one of my songs I wrote about Al's Bar. I say, you played that, and I just throw the words in over it. Because I couldn't get the band to do something new every week because they wouldn't practice. So I just said, you just play EA and B7s, and I'll throw the words on.
Yeah.
So I can write about anything.
Yeah, that's how they used to do things. Tin Pan Alley, or like really, the Barbary Coast days. They used to have a lot of the songs had the same melody, but they would just put different words to everything.
Yeah,
they would
that's
do the
why
same
I do
thing.
Because nobody's going to practice anything.
Yeah.
Besides, punk is just.
Yeah.
It's just yelling and screaming, and I've gotten real good at that.
We the girls, they were Mary and Debbie were really great players, and I just learning bass, but I was a songwriter. And so I really actually learned a lot from playing with them, and they were good. I mean, they were smoking. So I was really lucky.
How did you come up with the names? Does it have anything to do with the Cramps? There's another,
no,
there's another one called the
they
Cramps.
would yell at me like, excuse me. I had this Hofner hollow body beetle bass, and I'd leave the room and it would feed back, and they'd go, Kathy, don't, and they'd be yelling at me, and so somebody popped their head in the room and asked what our name was. We had just started playing, and somebody, Mary or Debbie, said, well, we're the Contractions. Kathy don't, Debbie doesn't, and Mary won't. And that sounds weird, but that's what happened. And we just laughed, and they laughed. It's a weird thing. So it was funny. So I had a lot of fun with them. You know, it was like, you know, never dull. And they also
How long did you play with them?
Music. 5 years.
How long did you play with them? 5 years?
About 5 years, and a couple of reunions. And I think the last time we played was at the Great American Music Hall for the Dirk Fest. And Pearl Harbor played at one of the Dirk Fest, too. They got back together to play, and they were awesome. She's still fantastic.
I think she's back playing again in L.A. because she's got a website on Facebook, and I see she's playing now.
Yeah,
I've interviewed the bass player Hillary on my show here, and I've interviewed the guitar player Peterbilt. Both of them have been on this here show.
Yeah, they're great.
But I haven't been able to get her. I've been trying and trying. She never answers me, and she's my all-time favorite.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
But I do have video of her, so I should just shut my mouth.
Yeah, she's great. A lot of energy.
Yeah. Well, she jumps up in the air and everything.
Yeah.
She jumps up in the air and clicks her heels.
We have a little studio here, and so we're also working with other people come in and doing their projects. And so sometimes I just, you know, I'm working with here all the time, my foundation, and then sometimes I just get up and go and sing in the other room, and that's kind of nice, or play bass. But
where are you at, in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Does your studio have a name?
I like that because Monoma Music. Monoma. It's named after our kids, Mason and Monica, but she goes by Nicole now. But Monoma Music. And so, but, you know, my Hero Foundation keeps me really busy, and that's a good thing. I see a lot of, it's been 26 years now doing that. So I have I've probably custom molds for about 10,000 musicians from the Bay Area.
What is that?
I make custom ear molds so they can still hear and not get hearing damage, and they can hear clearly on stage. So I make
it's not a hearing aid; it's a hearing blocking thing to block the noise.
It's so you can still hear with them in really well.
Yeah, I've seen them at music stores years ago.
Yeah, well, these are custom.
I can't wear them.
These are custom molded, and these are the ones that are for people that have trouble getting fitted. And I make them for the symphony and the opera orchestra, and to Metallica, and different, you know, all kinds of people.
Townsend?
And
Pete Townsend?
And what? Well, Pete Townsend helped me get here started, and we did the first kind of information campaigns worldwide on music hearing loss, which was a problem for him and me. And I actually lost hearing. I lost my hearing for about 10 years. And the Contractions were opening for Duran Duran at Oakland Coliseum. It kind of seems kind of a weird combination, but that was what we were doing. We were opening for them, and somehow at that time my hearing went down to the point where I couldn't. I saw people's lips move, and I couldn't hear anything. And so I became deaf for for 10 years. So that's what made me want to start here and go find some things that would help musicians not lose their hearing and, make life better for them. And
how did you get your hearing back?
Business.
How did you get your hearing back?
I had a combination loss, so I was able to have like a laser surgery. So I really do have holes in my head. I got a couple of them.
Get a lobotomy. Now you can hear it, yes. Hallelujah, I'm saved. What's signing you?
Gemini. And I have an identical twin.
That's what my partner was. Star, the Arizona Star was a Gemini. I know Geminis will.
I'm a twin, too.
Wow. Identical?
Identical, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 minutes apart.
Is she a musician, too?
Twin things. No, but she's was a photographer and activist.
Cool. Do you hang out together?
Yeah, she's in Texas. I'm from Texas originally.
So you're not around each other that much.
Yeah, but we talk a lot.
That would be so cool, having twins.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. Sometimes we think, one time I think I bought her daughter a necklace, and then my twin sister bought her earrings, and they matched. And we didn't even try to do that. We just do these weird twin things all the time.
One brain and two bodies.
Patty's her name.
Do you have the same amount of kids?
No, Patty has Jessica, and I have stepkids, Mason and Nicole.
Oh, you don't have none of your own?
Yeah, no. Jessica's like my daughter, I mean, I raised her, too. We kind of shared raising her. She lived with me for a while. So poor Jessica had twin mothers. But it's just great. We're very, very close. And I have great kids. And you too, huh?
Oh, I've got one kid. She's 37, and she's going to be a school teacher, 5th grade school teacher, as of about December. And she's got 2 kids. She's married and got 2 kids that are the boy and the girl. I got the pictures of them. He'll be 8 and she'll be
cute.
5. Yeah. Yeah, they're real cute. Real cute.
Both of my kids, my husband, David Denny, his kids, both of them got married last month. Both of them.
Wow.
So that was great.
Well, you'll have grandkids pretty soon then.
I know. It'll be great.
So you're writing too? You're writing articles? I've seen that one you wrote for the Punk Globe.
Oh yeah, I write articles. I do. I just wrote an ebook, but it's more of like it's a hair survival guide for music hearing health. So and I'm working with Cornell University. We're going to do a hearing and music conference. One of our board members is with Cornell, and we're going to do a Hear Day. And I've been working on with Les Paul Foundation. Les is a friend of ours and of here, and I have a new film, and we're in partnership with them to get it out to schools. And I'm planning to do like the first here, because it's a big deal for us to go to New York and do that conference, and then we're going to have like an award night and give the Les Paul Foundation the first Hear Award, because their support in helping us kind of get the message out to kids about their ears. It's a really great thing.
Well, next time you do a reunion for the Mabuhay, get a hold of me and let me know. I'll come.
I will.
So I never hear about it until after they're already over.
Nefakino just passed away.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What a drag.
I went. Yeah, so it's like the end of an era. So I was so glad that Tom Amiano and our friends, from Mab days, helped get get the street naming and that plaque for them. So that was just awesome. And Ness was pretty. He was like a kind of the first Filipino restaurant owner in the Bay Area. Really.
Really.
Yeah.
Well, it was the first punk club for sure.
Yeah.
When Dirk took over, okay, we've got to end now. It was great talking to you. Keep in touch with me on Facebook.
It was great talking to you.
And we can find you on Facebook anytime. So this is the Girl George and the Dragons radio show saying, see you later, alligator.
Singing in the bathroom because it sounds good. Look her in the mirror like I never thought I would. I got my body tripping up the last time, trying out the new words of a brand new song. Yeah, singing in the bathroom, singing in the bathroom, singing in the bathroom. No one wants to listen, and so I lock the door. Singing in the bathroom, rock.